Welcome back into the channel, my friends. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets from Major League Baseball here for you today on Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. MLB player props, run lines, totals, parlays. As always, 4 picks in the video and a for the Sweep Parlay. Let's lock in and have a great day.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's have a big day today here in baseball, guys. Excited as always about the slate. Found some plays that we really love here with a lot of value. So 4 plays that are bumped with the value, guys. So let's get after it today. I'll top right into a recap from yesterday. We ended up going 2-2. Plus 0.85 units, so it was definitely an effective day for us, but not everything that we wanted. We were once again very close. We really, even on our losses, we hit a leg in each of our losses, so it was definitely unfortunate. So if you look at how many of the legs of the parlay we actually hit yesterday, I believe we hit, what was it? 5 out of 7 of the legs as far as the parlay. So let's go over it here real quick. We had the Brewers to sweep the doubleheader. That was one of the ones that we cashed. They only hit the first game, and then the second game got postponed. So we did cash that, though. They won the first game easily, 7-0. So we love to see that. Then we cashed Logan Gilbert under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Kyle Schwarber to get a base hit. That's about the easiest one of those I've ever placed. Logan Gilbert was out after the second inning. Schwarber had a hit in the first inning. So that's about as easy as you can get that done. So we'd love to see that, guys. That was obviously a great way to start the night. I thought we were going to get a sweep. We had Michael Garcia over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Parlayed with Quan over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And Garcia ends up getting that done pretty early there. In that one, he hits a single and a home run. So that was pretty easy as far as that goes. And then Quan led off the first inning in the late cap with a single. So I figured, when I woke up in the morning, we were going to cash that. Unfortunately, he didn't do anything after that. And then our other play was the Baltimore Orioles first 5 innings plus 0.5 run line. That cashes. Unfortunately, Jackson Holliday, which was supposed to be really easy, it was like minus 300 for him to get a hit. He does not get a hit. So that obviously hurt. It was really unfortunate on that one. But it is what it is, guys. I really feel like we were in the right place, though. I feel like we were pretty locked in yesterday. Had some really good picks. So let's do that today. Let's lock in and have a great day here today. As far as our comment cappers go, had a couple great call-outs there in the chat. We had Gotta Get the Bag, legend at the channel, calling Niavalde Marte over 1.5 bases. He cashes that. We'd love to see that. And then Justin McKelvey calling the Astros Tigers over 8.5 runs. That's easily cashes. The Tigers, I believe, won that game 10-0. So love to see that as well. So great calls there from our comment cappers. One other thing here at the channel, as always, guys, any links you guys need here at the channel or are looking for in regards to social media, membership here at the channel, and merchandise, those are all located down below in the pinned comment and the description. Like I've talked about with membership before, membership's just $3.99 for the entire month. $3.99 to get access to all of our picks in our plays early, a couple hours in advance of the video. If you guys want access to those early lines, great way to take advantage of that. So without further ado, though, guys, let's get after it today. I have another big day today here in baseball. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going Tanner Bibee under 17.5 outs, parlayed with Corbin Carroll to get a base hit, plus 140 odds here on Fanatics. So obviously, these two go hand in hand. Bibee there on the under, and then Carroll to get a hit. We're hoping that Carroll can help get Bibee out of the game by smacking some hits off him. That'd be great, obviously. But Bibee is under in 14 out of 24 starts this season, 10 of 14 to the under on the road, including the last 5 games. So that very much fits the metrics that we're looking for as far as taking a road pitcher to the under. Diamondbacks here, second in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching this season, 9th over the last 15 games. Now, I'm more focused on the last 15 games or so because obviously they traded away Josh Naylor and Eugenio Suarez, which is obviously, somewhat of a big deal. But the other guys that have filled in have actually done pretty well. So they are, believe it or not, still doing pretty well. They're not really, there hasn't really been much of a drop off with the offense too much of late. So, obviously we're hoping that continues today versus Bibee. Diamondbacks are 8th in walk rate versus right-handed pitching this season. So that's obviously pretty solid as well. Like I said, Bibee struggling of late. 5.45 ERA, 1.42 whip over the last 7 games. Also a 5.59 road ERA with a 1.40 whip. So of late and on the road, he has not been very good at all, which we'll love to see that. And then Corbin Carroll, guys, he's on a 6-game hitting streak. He's a career 1 for 3 off of Tanner Bibee since 2021, so we love seeing that. 73% hit rate this season, 73% at home. That's one of the best in all of baseball, so obviously love seeing that. I think once again he can keep that going versus the righty Tanner Bibee, and obviously hopefully make this easy and just get a hit in the first inning. That'd be great. So love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, we're going Tanner Bibee under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Corbin Carroll to get a base hit, plus 140 odds here on Fanatics. Kane at number 2. You guys are probably going to shake your head at me on this one too. We're going right back to the Brewers, guys, to sweep the doubleheader at plus 301 odds on Fanatics. I know I'm crazy. I know this. I know I'm crazy. You guys don't have to do this. Make your own decisions about this. We technically cashed this yesterday, even though it was only 1 game, but it was plus value for that game 1 cash, and they won that game easily 7-0. And honestly, it kind of followed what's been going on, right? What's been going on with the Cubs lately? They have not been hitting. It's as simple as that. They have not been hitting. They have not been scoring. That's exactly what happened yesterday. They put up a goose egg yesterday. So when I say that the 28th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the last 30 games, what am I talking about? They have just not been producing over the last month or so, month and a half. The offense has not been getting it done. Once again, yesterday, that was very much the point. 0 runs. You can't do any worse than that. They got nothing up yesterday. So, I'm looking for that to continue, obviously. If they're not going to all of a sudden, to me, it's like to project that all of a sudden the bats are going to wake up on a random day. I don't think so. I'm going to follow what they've been doing. They're 14th in walk rate. Why I say versus right-handed pitching, once again today, both Brewers starters are right-handed pitchers. So one that's been pretty dominant in Brandon Woodruff. He's going to cap off the nightcap. And then we got Chad Patrick, who's a little bit more shaky, but he's still been pretty solid as well. But I think they could still get this done. And then, we're looking at the pitching for the Cubs. We got a lefty and a righty going for the Cubs today. You got Matthew Boyd, who's been fantastic at home. I know the numbers at home. He's 9-0 at home in 11 starts. That's tough. That's tough to fade him. He's on the hill, and then Jameson Taillon in the nightcap. He'll be on the hill for the Cubs there. So, but I just, with all the way the momentum's been of late, I just think the Brewers keep rolling, and I think they kind of bury the Cubs here. And honestly, one of Boyd's only really bad starts of the season came against this Brewers team. It was in Milwaukee, but still, it came against the Brewers. He's been pretty rock solid everywhere, and he had a bad game there versus the Brewers as far as walking them, and the Brewers converted a lot of runs in that game. So, like I said, the Brewers, on the flip, have been second in WRC plus versus both right and left-handed pitching over the last 30 games. They've been terrific versus both. Walk rate is 9th in the last 30 games versus right-handed pitching, 15th in walk rate versus left-handed pitching. So, once again, I think overall, we have such a big advantage with the way the offenses are right now. And I think I see it playing out that way again today. Like I said, could we lose this? Could Boyd pitch great and the Cubs win? The Cubs are favored in game 1 by a decent little bit. But I still like the Brewers, guys. I still think they find a way to get this done. So, love it there for number 2 pick. We're going Milwaukee Brewers to sweep the doubleheader. Plus 301 odds here on Fanatics. Kane at number 3, we got the Athletics first 5 innings plus 0.5 run line parlayed with Francisco Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs plus 178 odds on Fanatics. Love this one today, guys. I was going to take the Athletics money line, but I don't trust their bullpen quite enough to do that. But Lopez here of the Athletics, 6-6, 3.30 ERA, 1.19 WHIP this season, 2.58 ERA over his last 7 games. He's been virtually unhittable over the last 2 starts, allowing 0 earned runs, 7 innings pitched in both those games. So he loves seeing that. He's up against the Twins today, who are just 22nd in WRC plus versus left-handed pitching over the last 30 games, 26th over the last 15 games. So love that. And Joe Ryan for the Twins, I know he's good. He's fantastic. He's usually pretty good at home as well. But he's going to have his hands full with this Athletics lineup, who are 5th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching over the last 30 games. They've obviously been fantastic. So it's possible, guys, that we don't even need runs for the Athletics to cash this bet. It's possible Lopez goes out, pitch 5 scoreless, which I'd be fine with that. But I think the Athletics could get a couple runs up on Ryan. Like I said, they're just very difficult to deal with, and I could see Ryan having a hard time. But in either case, I love the plus 0.5 here. I think you're getting phenomenal value on that. As far as Francisco Lindor, he's on a 6-game HRR streak. Right now, 55% this season, 44% on the road. But he has great numbers here off of Jake Irvin, 6-16 off of him since 2021. You guys know the Nationals pitching has been pretty horrible this season. Their bullpen's pretty horrible as well, so you can get hits there. And the splits are very advantageous as far as what Irvin allows the lefty bats and what Lindor does versus righty pitching. Both those splits are very much in our favor, so love seeing that. So love that for number 3 pick, guys. We got the Athletics first 5 innings plus 0.5 run line. Parlay with Francisco Lindor over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 178 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and finally at number 4, we're going Merrill Kelly under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Trey Turner over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus 221 odds here on Fanatics. Risking a unit here. Merrill Kelly here on the Rangers. Trey Turner on the Phillies. Love this one today as well, guys. Merrill Kelly under in 10 of 25 starts this season, 5 of 12 on the road to the under. Doesn't sound the greatest. But here's a couple things I'll say. A, I don't believe Merrill Kelly is as good as those numbers are. I really don't. Granted, it's been a lot of numbers, but I see him, oh man, I could see him giving up runs for sure. He's just the type of pitcher I could see him giving up runs. But what I really like today is up against one of the hottest offenses today. Like I said, he's on the road versus the Royals here. Like I said, who's been one of the best offenses in baseball. The 3rd in WRC plus over both the last 15 and last 30 games. Also 10th in walk rate over the last 15 games as well. So that's key to us getting that pitch count up and trying to get Kelly out of the game. Which, guys, I do think they could do. Like I always say, getting 18 outs on the road is usually pretty hard, especially versus a good offense. So I think the Royals here could get this done. It's a little bit of a hunch play, I'm not going to lie. As far as Kelly's hit rates for the season on the road, I don't particularly love that. That usually falls outside of what I'm looking for. But I have a hunch that he goes under today, and that the Royals offense is going to take care of this. I have the faith, so hopefully we see that today. And then Trey Turner, he's over in 5 straight games on the HRR line, including 11 yesterday. He had 11 hits, runs, RBIs yesterday. That's pretty wild. So he obviously had a big game yesterday. 56% hit rate on the season, 61% at home. 2 for 3 off the starter Bryce Miller since 2021. So we love seeing that as well. Great numbers there for Trey Turner. So love it there for number 4 pick, guys. We got Merrill Kelly under 17.5 outs. Parlay with Trey Turner over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Going plus 221 odds here on Fanatics. And then finally, our number 5 pick, guys, are for the Sweep Parlay. Plus 10,397 odds on Fanatics with our profit boost. Risking a 1/10 of a unit to make over 10 units. You guys know the deal with these. Keep your expectations manageable. Don't put a lot of money on it. I'm not. I put a 1/10 of a unit. And that's the thing, guys. We show up every day, and a 1/10 of a unit really doesn't hurt us that bad. I'm not, to take the shot for 10 units, I'll do it. Why not? It's like losing a 1/10 of a unit. Like today, we would have been 2-2 plus 0.95 units versus plus 0.85. I'm okay giving up that 1/10 of a unit. Very comfortable with that. So keep it comfortable. Understand that, you want to focus, if you guys are here, you guys want to focus on the straights. That's what I focus on. As far as the straights, now all of our plays are technically parlays, but they're a different type of parlay. Obviously, they're meant to be like a safe parlay. It's weird. Anyway, you guys get the idea though. But that is it for our picks, guys. If you all enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. On the road to 10,000 subscribers. Let's have a big day today, guys. I'd like to make more than a unit today. I'd like to at least make 2-3 units today. Would be a great day. Obviously, if we could sweep, that would be amazing. But hopefully, obviously, we can have a great day today. So I appreciate y'all. Drop your favorite pick below. Consider signing up, becoming a channel member. You get access to all the picks and the plays early. It's cost of about a coffee for the entire month. So it's a good value there. So appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.